Hi everyone, my name is Amanda Dorman and I'm going to talk to you today about the Picture Exchange Communication System, or PECS. So the Picture Exchange Communication System refers to a method of communication involving the exchange of pictures for desired objects. This is often one of the first forms of communication that a nonverbal learner will encounter. This method is fairly easy to use. The materials are portable as well as relatively inexpensive. So this is a PECS book. Just a little binder, has a little strap that the child can use to carry it around. It has several pages in it with little pictures that have Velcro on the back. You can add more pages as the child's repertoire expands. You can make pictures for pretty much anything, from activities to words like go or help me. So I'm going to talk about phase 1 of PECS because there are 5 different phases. So in phase 1, the terminal objective is upon seeing a highly preferred item, the student will pick up a picture of the item, reach toward the communicative partner, and release the picture into the communicative partner's hand. So for this phase, you want to have 2 trainers because you want to have somebody who can prompt the child from behind. No verbal prompts are used during this phase. You will present one picture at a time. So if you did a reinforcer preference assessment and you found that goldfish was the child's most highly preferred reinforcer, that's the one that you're going to want to put on the front of the PECS book because that's the one that you can get them to ask for the most. You don't want to conduct all your training in a single session. You want to arrange for about 30 to 40 opportunities to man each session. You want to use a variety of reinforcers because if the child becomes satiated, say on goldfish, well then maybe you want to start using a toy car or tickles or some other item. And you can modify the symbol or the pictures to match the motor skills of the student. So if this picture maybe needs to be a little bit bigger, you can make them a little bit bigger. For phase 1, the communicative partner's responsibilities are to entice the student. You want to reinforce the student's exchange within a half a second. You want to pair social praise with the tangible reinforcement. So you want to say, oh, you want a goldfish. Nice job. Hand over the goldfish immediately. You want to you want to time the open hand appropriately. So you want to make sure that you are reaching out to that child and taking the picture from them as soon as they come and give it to you. The physical prompter's responsibilities are to wait for the student's initiation, physically prompt the student to exchange the picture, and then systematically fade off your prompts. So you might start with a hand over hand, and then eventually maybe you're going to get to where you're just touching their elbow for a prompt. So when you get to phase 2, the terminal objective is for the student goes to his or her communication book, pulls the picture off, goes to the trainer, gets the trainer's attention, and then releases the picture into the trainer's hand. No verbal prompts are used, again, in this setting. You want to teach a variety of pictures presented at one time. So you might use goldfish, and then you might move on to ball, and then you might move on to Play-Doh. You want to conduct reinforcer assessments frequently. You want to use a variety of communicative partners so that these skills start to generalize across people and environments. In addition to structured training trials, create many opportunities for spontaneous requesting during functional activities each day. The new skill that you want to reinforce in phase 2 is traveling. So you want to create lessons that don't look like lessons. You want to give the child an enriched environment. So you could use different rooms. You can also use peer manding in this phase. Phase 3, the terminal objective is that the student requests desired items by going to a communication book, selecting the appropriate picture from an array, going to a communicative partner, and then giving them the picture. Again, no verbal prompts are used during this phase. You want to conduct reinforcer assessments frequently. You want to use a variety of trainers. In addition to structured training trials, you want to create many opportunities for spontaneous requesting during functional activities each day. So during lunch is a really good example. You could have them go through and ask for their Pop-Tarts, a special sippy cup they like, You want to vary the position of the pictures on the communication book until discrimination is mastered. So maybe it starts out here, closer to them. Maybe you put it up here. You can put it upside down. For phase 4, sentences are introduced. So phase 4, we add on a sentence strip down here. By this time, students typically have 20 or more pictures in their book at this time. So they could put on a little sentence strip that says, I want. They can put on a picture of paper, then they can put on a picture of markers. So that says, I want paper and markers. In phase 5, students spontaneously request a variety of items and answer questions, such as, what do you want? In phase 6, students spontaneously answer questions, make requests, and make comments. So in phase 6, you are working on skills that are going to lead to social and educational reinforcement in addition to tangible or direct reinforcement. So those are all of the phases of PECS. Thank you for watching.